morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's JH. Full disclaimer, do not eat, smack, and talk at the same time when you're addressing somebody. Totally disgusting. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we had a little video yesterday, and no, I'm not going to take the video down, but I want to address a couple things so that people can understand. We're giving you the top 5 reasons why someone should not apply for a job with the Postal Service. Okay? So, first and foremost, it is a grueling job. So, if you're pregnant, it's probably not going to be a job that you can handle because it progressively gets worse. So if you starting off and you just got pregnant, I wouldn't suggest you applying for this, for any of the crafts really. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but it's not suggested. It's number one. Men, stop getting pregnant. What? Number 2, the need for appreciation, the need for instant gratification. Appreciation. Somebody shows you, yes, you're doing a good job. Yes, you are excelling at your craft. Why do I say that? If you have, or you're in need, you're an individual that needs that in order to perform. I'm not saying you're not human. I'm just saying this isn't the job for you. A lot of your peers, your immediate supervisors, the people that are right over you, were just everyday Jay, Mailman Mike, Nick, so on and so forth. They were not trained for management positions. They were trained to produce numbers. So they can't see all of the things that you specifically have going on. If you have 50 carriers, each individual has their own personal situation. Everybody. One person got car problems, one person got problems at home, one person got a problem with a kid, somebody got divorced, so somebody doesn't like the politics going on. So one average individual cannot absorb everybody's information with their personal lives or their personal needs and figure out how to give them what they desire. So you're not going to get instant gratification or appreciation thrown at you. Now, gratification meaning you need to know that I just started this job and I'm gonna make a bunch of money like somebody else. Well, that doesn't happen overnight. We work towards that. You have to have an end goal. I have a video about that. This starting to make sense now? Anything that I can think of that may help you later on down the line, or prepare you later on down the line, I make videos about that. It'll all make sense once you start. Whew. Number 3, if you are not accustomed to physical activity, it is extremely difficult for somebody that is not accustomed to long, grueling days, sweating, lifting, bending, pushing, pulling, using your body on a regular basis. It will take a toll on you. A lady left a comment. She said she carried her first day, and it was really funny because she said she wanted to, her feet hurt so bad, she wanted to cut that mother off. That's what she said. It was so funny. She just wanted to cut her feet off. It was funny. But I understand. I understand. There's been plenty of days that I've heard from my people, my feet hurt really bad, my back's hurting, my shoulders, from throwing parcels, lifting. Everybody goes through it initially. But if it's something that you cannot endure, I mean, nobody can say, hey, you can do it. All I can say is it has been done before. That's it. So understand that it will take a toll on you initially. Your body will eventually adapt to it. So what we cover so far? We covered the need for instant gratification and notification and appreciation. We covered the fact that some people need to the physical aspect of it, and the first thing was about being pregnant. Don't apply if you're about to be pregnant. Number 4, being on your feet and being able to adapt to change, instant change. Again, we go back to the managers. They are trained to produce numbers. And if numbers are being barked in their head, and the people that are working underneath them are not producing those numbers, again, these managers may not know how to relay that message to the people working for them. So they will turn at the stop of a dime and say, hey, we need to get more mail inducted. We need to move more mail faster. We need a carrier to go assist another carrier. They will sound like they have no idea what's going on. What they do know is that they need to produce those numbers because they have somebody barking over their shoulder telling them more numbers. It doesn't justify the way they relay their messages, which leads me to my final statement. 5th reason, if you are thin-skinned and cannot absorb all of the change that has to do with your physical, your body, the lack of training, not easily adaptable to change, and the constant barking of ununderstandable orders from an individual that you believe is not worthy of being a manager, and also the need to feel like, oh, I did this good today. They should be thanking me. No. If you cannot figure out that none of that applies in this current field amongst all the crafts, then definitely, please don't apply if you're not ready to take on what this has to give you, what this has to offer you, because it will seem like 50 different people trying to pull you in 50 different directions, and you are going to be over flustered. And it causes some people to break down. It causes some people to get anxiety. It causes some people to cry. It causes some people to quit. It causes some people to bash. It causes some people to go postal. But those are a small fraction compared to the others. Because if everybody looked at delivering mail as a carrier the same way it affected you and you decided it wasn't enough, then who would be delivering our mail? If everybody decided that they couldn't get up at that time of the morning, because they couldn't adapt to the need, the change. So, I mean, I gotta be at work at 2 o'clock today, but tomorrow I gotta be at work at 10 o'clock. And then they want me to come back to work at 3 o'clock the next day. If everybody looked at the same way you did, who's going to throw that mail in order for the carriers to have mail to go deliver? If you don't realize that the clock runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when you work at a plant, and you can be scheduled 4 months in the morning, 4 months overnight, 4 months in the evening. If you can't adapt to that, or that knowledge, or feel as if they should cater to you because you have children and that specific night you didn't have babysitting, again, they are there to produce numbers. They are not there to accommodate you. If they accommodated all 700,000 employees, I don't believe anything would get done. They're accommodating a lot right now. Everybody wonders why the workload is so heavy, because people keep resigning because they can't handle this. What I'm doing is trying to prepare people for this. Is it all making sense yet? Is it all making sense yet? It should. It should. You cannot fully grasp all of this until you step through those doors. The hiring process is wacky off bat. But when you have taken those assessments, everything that you're encountering was in the assessments. They ask you those questions. All of those surprises that you felt like, oh, I didn't know I had to work at such and such, it was in the job description when you applied. It was up to you to do diligent and read. Do your research. Listen to the old man while he talks. So please, understand, it's not for everybody. We already know that. But those are definitely reasons for you to reconsider whether or not this is the path that you want to go. With all that being said, this is JH. You all have yourself an awesome rest of your day. I had to do a recap just so people could understand that video a little bit better. Okay? JH with the recap. If you made it to the end of this video, please type the word recap in the comments section. Thank you.